AI, artificial intelligence, the defender in Marvel Contest of Champions, the coding around a thing that moves towards you and can attack you, whatever we're addressing it as. Yeah, it's another video about AI. It's hopefully like a little bit of like a calm down now. Like I've done I think like 3 videos over the course of 7 days about AI, but it's definitely something that has been. It's a recurring problem. It's an ongoing problem. It will ever be a problem. Mainly because Kabam aren't sure. Well, they're sort of sure how they're dealing with it, but when they have sort of dealt with it, it's caused problems. And one thing that, first, right off the bat, do you think that the reparry bug was actually fixed? Because when I was in Alliance Wars at the start of this week or last week or whenever the reparry fix was meant to be coming in, I didn't feel like it was actually doing anything. And in fact, I think I lost several games by the reparrying, being parried into a oblivion kind of bug. Anyway, Kabam have put out this post, which is kind of like a statement about AI. So first of all, Kabam say, getting right into it, some of you may have noticed and communicated with us, the Defender AI has been extra slippery since the last update. That's, well, it was definitely, it was before then, but whatever, we'll read on. This is not an intentional change, and because Marvel Contest Champions does not use a true artificial intelligence, this was also not a result of any learning system. This meant that it took us some time to isolate the problem. Unfortunately, as you may know, we did make a change this month to prevent Defender reparrying, and we were and remain 100% confident this was not the cause of the issue. Without getting too deep into it, that change only shows up after defenders block an actual hit. The problematic behavior we observed, however, was occurring before that point. So what was the issue? Kabam say, fortunately, we believe we did not find the problem. Fortunately, we believe we did find the problem. I read that wrong then. And rolled it back as of Tuesday, 3:30 p.m. PST. That is... that was yesterday. That was yesterday. For me, I'm recording this on the 16th of October. Whatever. From our own testing and from feedback gathered from our most engaged players, we're confident AI has been restored to where it was last month, leaving intact the fix to reparry. That all being said, this doesn't mean we think we're where we need to be. This is an ongoing area of improvement for us, but feel confident in the rollback. As a result, we had to replace some code that was intended to future-proof the system. For now, we wanted to update you that we isolated the issue and fixed it. Stay tuned for more updates in the future, as this is an area we have a keen eye on. Kindly bear with us as we iterate it through this, as this task is challenging and will take some time. Of course, this is somewhat good news, but it's kind of like, how else to describe this as? There's a wound, we've put a band-aid on it, but we're telling you that no, you've got several cuts, and we've put several band-aids on, or kind of like we're telling you we're buying new band-aids to go over certain things without repairing the wound properly or stitching the wound so it doesn't kind of open again. This is something because there was an issue, but as we said, this is not. It's not a great time for AI. Like, I know people have been noticing it now, but we've been noticing it for a lot longer. There's been lots of it, examples of it. I said in the previous video. Do you remember that Crossbones fight in Summer of Pain? I think it was Summer of Pain, where he had Bane on it, and the way the champion played about within the AI was it was very unfair to the player. Kabam later admitted that. Similar thing recently when it comes to Toad and his inability to throw special attacks in this Summer of Suffering. Another example is Mole Man in this Summer of Suffering, in that he has got that pesky, oh, I'm not going to throw a special at you. I need to throw a special at you, but I don't want to, because then the power gain kind of puts him over to an SP3 and you get SP3 to Oblivion. The way that AI interact with nodes, regardless of like, because there's layers that Kabam will and do and won't explain to you as to, okay, is this code? Is it just a case it's again, like, is it, I could be guessing all the time of going, is this code, is this, is this that? And this is where I think that Kabam will give us more information. They'll be a bit more transparent. But this last paragraph here kind of gives the indication it's going to take time to actually get like an actual answer on things. There's other issues in game. I mean, here's a good example. In the side quest, that was quest 1, I had a lag spike, or there's kind of like this freeze frame that when an enemy champion defender throws a special attack, the screen freezes. And I thought I was going mad, but then I quickly dropped into MSD's live stream just for a moment, whilst it was waiting for the Summer of Suffering to go live. And the same thing happened with him. This is something that has been an issue for a while. Playing, and it's like, it just jitters or judders, and then stops, and then the enemy will throw a special attack. And if for whatever reason you're kind of like unexpected for that, you of course you get specialed into Oblivion, comboed into Oblivion, and stuff like that. And that's not fair. That's not fair at all. When it comes to this, I suppose it is going to take time. But I really would like to know what Kabam are setting out. And a lot of people will have the question as to why now? Why now is AI being taken so seriously? Is it because a lot of players are giving relevant, correct feedback on what they're seeing? And also, Kabam said that the recovery time is too high, amongst other things in game. Of course, for those curious that didn't see the video on Tuesday and on Wednesday, and of course this is the final time, I'm not talking about AI forever. I want to get on with other things in game and other coverage, because this is just small elements of this game, but it's a key element. Fighting games, you've got to have decent things in place for AI, for coding, so that people have a fair play. Mortal Kombat has gone from strength to strength. Street Fighter has gone from strength to strength. Street Fighter 6 was fantastic. We've talked about other games recently released. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Tekken 8, for example. A lot of those fighting games have really decent AI. They have innovation. And I'm not saying Kabam don't. They have definitely innovated in a lot of areas. But I'm always all about, this game is a fighting game. And if the fighting isn't fair, balanced, enjoyable, yeah, okay, it's got to be challenging. Don't take it. I'm not saying like we should have a free run of things, but it's having all those key elements to a fighting game which make it good. Like when you were a kid playing on an arcade machine. I remember those days when you just go to the arcade when there was one's about. Funny enough, an arcade is actually moving in. It's going to start up in the town that I've moved to. So that is really good. I cannot wait. So yes, all those key things. But AI is important. Response is important. Inputs are important. And if Kabam are struggling with kind of getting that in game, then we did say that, like, why haven't we done a Marvel Contest of Champions 2? Is this, rumored PC version, going to solve some problems? Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Is it going to be like a port, copy, paste? Is it going to be something you could build within it? Is there going to be something, I don't know, with the Kabam? Could they do a Marvel Contest of Champions 2 and kind of build something similar to other kind of fighting games? We'll have to see. But I wish Kabam well. It is going to be a very hard slog to get this done. Fair play to them getting it sorted. Yeah. Over to them, really. And a bit of transparency on how they plan to fix this. And also clear up misconceptions. Because if I'm barking up the wrong tree with stuff that I'm kind of like, talking about, then put it out there to the community how difficult it is and what they plan to do about it. And that would be cool. But that reparry system sort of sorted out. Big tester will be an Alliance War season kickoff game, which I think is tomorrow, maybe tomorrow. So that's for me the big test. Is it good in war? Is it rubbish in war? And also Battlegrounds. That will be another thing as well when I test it out on my big session on Friday. Anyway, what are your thoughts on AI and the current situation? As I said, this is the final video. I don't want to be making 3 videos on this one within a very short space of time, but I thought it was important to kind of like let you know where Kabam are up to and more updates and things to come. Anyway, have a lovely Thursday. Bye-bye for now.